Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Umbrella Academy. This is episode 6 of season 3. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far. So last episode was interesting. We obviously seen Klaus get killed by Stanley in the episode prior to that one, mate. He obviously picked up a gun that had like a big massive arrow in it, pressed it by accident as he was trying to disinfect to clean one of the rooms, and boom, went straight through his heart, right into the wall, dropping Klaus pretty much dead on the floor. Now in this episode we seen him in heaven, or I don't even know where he goes to, but he was with his actual birth mother. He sat down at a table, they were speaking. She said that she's been watching him all of his life, and she's saying that, you know, she's proud of everything that he's doing, and he's like, even watching me in all the dirty parts, do you know what I mean? Even the cults, and she's like, yeah, for everything, but I want you to get back and obviously like help your family. Now what's interesting is she said that I'll be okay, you know, you don't have to stay here with me. She said that you know, he's been here like 50 odd times, and he's like, what, I've died 50 odd times? I thought that every single time it was just me, kind of like a cartoon when I get hit on the head and I see stars, and when I come into this alternate universe it was just me like regaining concentration, and then do you know what I mean, and he ended up coming back into his body after obviously Diego found him, after Stanley was trying to, you know, burn his body with hydrochloric acid. He was like, what the hell, rolled him up in the carpet, and you know, he's trying to get him in the lift before obviously Klaus woke up, and he started healing. So he's like, that's just a thing I do now, which I think is really interesting. Maybe we're going to tie it into the story later on down the line. But the gang as well, you know, they was debating whether to hand over Harlen to obviously Ben, and they decided, apart from obviously Victor, that that would be the best case. They were saying that one bad, you know, kind of decision, putting up one person's death, will ultimately save billions of people going forward. And you know, if they can actually do that, then it's worth it handing him over. Now obviously Victor doesn't want to do that. She's tried to escape him at the very end of the episode out the back door, and caught by Allison. And obviously Alison's gone through a tough time. She's fighting, she's lost her daughter, she's lost her husband. She's you know, she's kind of struggling. She's cut her hair too, the same as Victor. And she decided that she's going to help Victor and Harlen and escape. So now she's getting involved and she's trying to escape him through the back door. So that, again, very interesting. Also, what's going on is 5. He's trying to figure out, you know, what the tattoo on his future body self was that he'd extracted. You know, he cut it, didn't he? He took it to the bar. Klaus was sat there. He looked at it. He said, I know that. It's from a biker gang. He's gone in search for it, 5. He's found it. He's gone in. He's going through it. Everybody's looking at him. Why is this little kid here? Obviously, they're all big, tough dude, biker jackets, leather stuff. Walked into the tattoo room in the back. Who's tattooing it? Pogo, mate. Honestly, it's very interesting. You know, we've seen him die earlier on in the seasons, and now obviously in this timeline he's back alive, and obviously he's the head of a biker gang, which he had a tattoo 5 on his chest in the future. So this is going to be really interesting to see obviously how they explain this, what's going on. Obviously Ben and the number 2 now, the one with the sparrows, she and him have found out that the Kugel Blitz is a thing and it's in the basement, and that is what has taken Malcolm, you know, his mum. They explained to him that he touched it and it took him in, it absorbed it. It's God's will, it's God's plan. So it's interesting, mate. Honestly, I can't wait to find out the rest of the story. So thanks for clicking on today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you do. And as always, let's jump into episode 6 of season 3 of The Umbrella Academy.
Just because something is right in front of you does not mean it is within reach.
She's gonna spit at him.
Tap out and pass out. It's your choice.
Afraid there's no tapping out in the real world, children.
That is true. That is true, though. Yeah, grab it now.
We never know what we're truly capable of until we're forced to confront our own extinction.
They're not ready.
Nobody's ever truly ready.
Sending them to the other side now would be suicide. I won't let you hurt them.
Won't let me? They're my children, and they will do whatever it is I ask of them. If you disapprove, perhaps you might find other employment.
Yo, that transition was well good, wasn't it? From the Sparrow to the Umbrella. You know, looking at that there, it makes me wonder, do you know, I totally forgot the name, but the one that gets punched and obviously like it hurts everyone, I bet his chin fell off. Do you remember when Dago punched him? He wasn't that bad here. He did have a bit of obviously his face, but like when you look at him in the present, well, he's dead now. But like when you did look at him, his face was so much, and his physique. To be fair, he was way fatter in obviously like Dago's timeline than he was in this 2014.
I don't tattoo children.
Well, I'm not here for the ink. It's a Reginald Hargreaves, and I'm one of his children. From another timeline. Crazy as it sounds, you and I have met before.
If what you're saying is true, I'd be talking to a man well into his 60s.
Time to go home to mommy.
I'm just gonna disappear in front of him.
Or what?
Getting that. Yeah. I thought he was just gonna jump on the back of Pogo bike, to be fair. Another one.
Everyone has their own vibration.
What's mine sound like?
Wrong.
You're real pleasant to be around, you know that?
Oh, we didn't see the thing come back in. Like, I want to see what he swallowed with it.
You two getting along? Two peas in a pod. How'd the others take you going AWOL?
Wouldn't say I'm their favorite sibling right now. Things are getting really bad out there. There's not much time until everything falls apart.
So what's the plan?
Harlan helps me figure out how to take his powers back.
The others are right. We have to face this Kugel Blitz.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, you have till tonight. Otherwise, I swear to God, I'm gonna rumor your ass to come back with me, okay?
Right, is it me, or is she getting in the right side of the car? And Victor got out on the right side of the car. 100% on the right side. Now, I'm not sure what this country's is. I'm pretty sure it's America. And they drive on the left. Because that car there, on the right, his steering wheel, yeah, is on the right. Yeah, it just confused me like that, to be honest. Like, I thought they drove on the left.
Stan?
Do you reckon he's gone behind that poster? Or whatever it is.
I'm sure he's around here somewhere.
I mean, he wouldn't have got Kugelblitz with everyone else, would he?
Maybe. Innit? Maybe. That'd be a good twist.
Anybody see you?
No, but I don't think I could keep you hidden up here forever.
Look how much peanut butter he's going to eat.
I'm not.
Whoa, look how many, I was going to say, look how many calories is in that.
What's really going on?
Remember when I told you that my family is all that I have?
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder if I even have that. The only thing we really have in common is childhood trauma. I'm not sure if that's enough to keep us together anymore. Shit.
Ben needs a word. Great. I'll be down in 10. Not with you.
Hey, Faye. How's it going?
How did you know? We share a wall. Your bed squeaks.
I want to know what's behind me. What opened up? What doorway? Yo, look at that.
Oh, boy.
Warm-blooded 12-year-old can resist a mystery tunnel.
Why is this in a hotel? Do you know what I mean? Where's it lead to? Don't tell me they can change timelines. That would be crazy, wouldn't it, by walking through?
Just go in a circle.
Was that always there?
No.
Door shut in. Now they can't get out.
I don't normally say this, but I'm officially freaked out.
I hear the wind.
No,
Yeah.
deeper than that.
Oh, here we go.
Beneath the wind, every living thing has an energy wave.
I can hear the ring, like the tinny bit, like...
I can't.
Can hear it.
Focus on it.
Oh, she's gone inside it.
Harlen, stop! It's too much!
You said we could try till tonight. There's still time. You promise.
No, there's something else going on. You wouldn't be risking your life like this.
You don't have to be here.
She's being shut off. She's not going for a good time, is she?
Well, I don't have anywhere else to go.
She's not getting off though, is she? Yeah, that's an absolute mooch back. Is he trying to join forces? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, was they just trying to join forces then? The way Five and Lila did when they jumped to the commission? Yeah, I feel like what they're trying to do is enhance the powers into like one soul strength sort of thing. Like, so maybe it's a double attack, double the strength, double the power, double the success. Do you know what I mean? It's interesting. But I mean, I'm not being funny. It looked like, you know, Victor was getting done in there, mate. Literally. I know they was taking part in it, but it wasn't going well. Harlen seems, from that altercation, well, to be honest, yeah, in the whole aspect of it, Harlen does seem stronger. Now, yes, we've seen Victor cause 2 Apocalypse, so realistically, we know that he's stronger, but like on the face of it, you know, Harlen here together and what we've seen earlier on in the season, seems to have more strength. Now, he may cause an apocalypse in some timeline. The only reason why it's not happened is because he might have got himself a little bit under control with the headphones. And obviously, Victor never had that in the past. And obviously, he had the family and, you know, like drama and all that making it worse. So it's interesting to see because he's come and saved the day already this season. And obviously, Ben, and I kind of feel like the way they're going to do it is the Kugelblitz versus them in like a blast. But it wouldn't make any sense because I feel like the people that the Kugelblitz have took surely not dead, because that's a lot of people that are proper like dead and gone.
For all I know, Ben and Faye can just jump up from behind that couch and stab me to death.
I'd never let them lay a finger on you.
I like both of their personalities. They work well.
Give us a minute.
But you'd never let them put a finger.
What's your game?
Big fan of Yahtzee. You know, old Ben would have laughed at that joke. Just know that we were never the same without you. I'll take every second of whatever version of you we've got.
I'm not him, you moron.
Yes, I know. Genetically, you are the same person, just raised in a different environment.
Hey, that's good.
Here we go, the old nature versus nurture argument. I've already had one big dumb brother telling me what to do. I don't need another, but the team might. Grace?
What?
I like how they all call her mum, like, and these don't, the Sparrows. Oh, okay.
Are you serious?
I'd rather have him with us than against us.
I'm still an umbrella.
Are you?
You are, Luther. I know your family don't tell you that they love you, but that's just their weird way, man.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. He might be leading Luther on, you know. He's got a way of keeping him in there. That way, he makes sure that he's not going to attack him. He can keep him under control. He can watch him, scope him out, get his, you know, like secrets. He might spill something, get him drunk, you know. He could express something about the umbrellas, their weaknesses, 5, you know, Reginald, any of it. So, to be honest, I kind of get where he's coming from. But from Luther's perspective, yeah, I wouldn't join, no matter what. You know, he said that he don't know if his family's here and that, but the thing is you don't know what you got till it's gone. Yeah, that's what I've been saying constantly. He might not think they love him, but as soon as he's gone, they'll realise, they'll come after him, he'll understand how much they actually do care.
Can I help you?
Need a word with Pogo.
Ain't no pogo here, Pumpkin. So I suggest you get your ass off my property before I call a truant officer.
It's okay, Tammy.
That's good.
You're either dumb or desperate. That looks like my work, but I never did that tattoo.
Not yet, you haven't. I cut it off my 100-year-old self.
Look familiar? Reggie was obsessed with these symbols. It's a sigil, a symbol thought to have magical powers. He referred to it as Project Oblivion.
Oh, we've heard that, haven't we? I kept saying I thought the hotel was called Oblivion. Is it? I wonder if he's taking his tablets as well. You know, or if he's put them to the side like Klaus told him.
You again. I'm not your old man, young man. I may look like him, act like him, but I did not raise you.
But you're still him, though.
It's the same picture that's kind of in that room.
Like him.
Only what?
You're so much nicer. Because everything's leading me back to you, back to here. The White Buffalo suite. The menudo that resemble the painting. Have you ever felt like there's something you're supposed to be doing? Something important, but no one's telling you what it is. You locked me in a mausoleum and slowed down my heart rate until I came to in a pool of my own vomit.
Sit, come, tell me everything.
Oh, he's interested. See, it's referenced to that painting. I just said it, mate. Like, what dimension have these gone in as well? That's another one.
Hello? Whoa, numpty, can't you read? It says do not ring bell. Who's gonna kill me?
It's true.
Stan's mom. Stan, he's not our child. Fancy some sushi?
No, no. Why have you led us on like that, man? Yo, I'm actually not happy about that, man. Like, you'd be fuming if you was Diego, because whether or not you liked him or not, your heartstrings have been played. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can come, at first, you might dislike him, and then the more you spend time with him, the more you start to like him, the more you start to love him, the more you have feelings, and then sort of ripped away like that, you know, I don't know if she's playing him again, but that's disappointing, and it's ruthless as well, I've got to say. It's disappointing and ruthless.
Kind of like a dream. And then when I was finished, I just came back.
Everything is fascinating. Ever since you weaned me off those damned pills, I'd like to return the favor. Help you to understand who you really are.
A little stiffer than I expected, but we gotta start somewhere.
Fascinating.
I should probably get that ink.
Well then, let Let's get started.
I like how Five wears a suit, man. He looks always dapper all the time.
I hoped I could use it for something good, something beautiful. I didn't know what it was. I called it Marigold.
Like the flower?
You know how bees find pollen? The bees use the hairs on their body to detect the interaction between the fields. Listen with your marigold.
That's interesting. Bees are well clever, aren't they? They actually are, like, really clever. I mean, I don't like them, but they're still good.
Father never let us play on them because he said they were juvenile. Claire loved them, especially the swings. I wish you could have met her. She would have loved you the way that I loved you. Please stop. The Ray I know died 9 years ago at the age of 82.
We all go a little crazy from time to time. Maybe that's what stress will do to a person.
You don't understand. You're both gone forever, and it's like you were never real.
We're both always going to be with you, so you have got to do what it takes to survive that.
That is true. Maybe she don't get back to her kids and to him, and she just has to live with, like, knowing that she's had them and she loves them. Whatever they're doing, it's working. Look at it. Transferred it. No, he has. He's transferred it. Yeah. Oh, power has been transferred though. Victor's got it all, didn't it, mate? They literally come out of him into him. Harlen's gonna be buzzing. He might be normal now. Might get what he wants.
Go on.
Yeah, he's buzzing. I mean, let's be honest. You know, that's really good for him. He didn't really like that power, did he? And like, he caused the death of like loads of people, unexpected, not been able to control it all his life, been having to listen to like music to calm him down and block out the noise. Mate, he can live his remaining years as a free guy, well, unless the Sparrows come after him, because they are blaming him for obviously the death of the family members. But also, I've got to say, you know, when I watched season 2 of this, yeah, Ray was just Ray to me. Like, that's all he was. And then introduced to the Vampire Diaries universe, and he's become Vincent, mate. What an absolute beast of a witch he was, mate. He was so good. And, you know, every time I see him now, a bit of nostalgia, it makes me smile. I wish he was in this season more. Now I know everything that I do know about him in a different show. He's a really good actor, really underrated. And to be honest, he did make waves last season. You know, she said that he didn't live the life that he fully deserved, but he lived a good one. And do you know what? A good one's better than a shit one, isn't it? So you got to take the positives. And they were saying there that she... You know, he kind of said, Ray, that, you know, you might never get back to me and you might never get back to your daughter, but we'll always be here. We'll be with you in your heart and in your mind. And whether, you know, like you want that or not, at least you know that you've been loved and you love us. Do you know what I mean? And that's something that you can take forward. So that was pretty good as well.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I was adopted. I turned out pretty well.
No, not adopted. I borrowed him from my mate Trudy for a week.
Lila, did you kidnap a kid?
She went on holiday and he needed some fun.
Are you insane?
Innit?
We met in an asylum.
That is true.
Right now, we lost a human being that belongs to somebody else.
Why are you the one stressing dead bloody fish, you wanker? Look.
Funny, you wanker. Are you insane? Yeah, we met in a mental asylum. That is well funny.
Thank you for before letting us finish what we needed to do. It's okay. I know why you don't like me.
I don't like the hold you have on my brother.
It's because of what I did. Thought Victor told you about the mothers.
You're the reason Claire's dead.
My power spilled over. I got in my
And the
head.
reason the whole world is ending. Sorry is what you say when you spill a glass of milk, not obliterate somebody's child.
It's savage when you say it like that. The thing is, that's the reason why he wanted to lose his powers, because he couldn't control them. And he can't leave the hotel.
I can't get out. The doors won't let me.
I'm never eating here again.
Definitely hear something. Oh, Blade's coming in. Oh, his fingers. Whoa. Yo, is this like sheep or something coming after them? Oh, they could have just opened it and run off.
Push harder.
Diego's trying to focus on his hand. He's not even gone in there. He's lost his fingers for now.
Where the hell were you?
The kid doesn't have time to get a slushie and a Slim Jim.
Oh my god. He's I want to see how he acts with his fingers gone. And now Stanley's gone. Now we've lost the kid. Literally. Oh, she's dropping him off. Yeah, you have him. Go on. Done my family in, you have him. forgot that they wanted him. I actually forgot. They think that he's powerful, don't they? But they wounded. Oh, he's wearing a full kit. Isn't it? The interesting thing about that there, right, is that Luther's wearing the full kit, the full Sparrow experience, absolute redness of leather, and then none of them have got it on. Literally, not one of the Sparrows are actually wearing a suit with a Sparrow on it, yet he's full on committed. Now, I totally forgot that he was supposed to, well, Ben wanted Harlan dropped off. I literally forgot, you know, after obviously like they started this episode and you trying to like blast each other. I forgot that the whole point and the reason why they was there is that they wanted to hand him over, and obviously Victor didn't, and she said that she was going to stand by his decision as well, and you know, she'll take him away, Allison, you know, and they backdoored it off into this place. Now they come here, they're doing an experiment, so obviously, like, to me anyway, you know, like Harlan was kind of like overpowering Victor, but she's had an argument with her, said, I'm not going to stand there and watch you die, and gone off. She's had sat down in the swing, spoke to Ray and stuff, gone back. They're floating, mate. They're absolutely just in midair, powering up at each other. But what the interesting thing is, he's told her to put the headphones on, listen to his like his sound or whatever it is, and like to his marigold. That's what it's actually called. And you know, focus. By doing that, manage a transaction from like the particles that went inside of him back into Victor, which I think is really interesting, to be honest. I don't know if they could do that with anyone else or any other powers. We did see that marigold, so to speak, or whatever you'd want to call it, go into all of the mums, didn't we, in the first episode? But all the mums have died now because of Harlan. And it's interesting to see how Allison has just reacted there by obviously like knocking him out and dropping him off with Ben. Now, like I said, I totally forgot that they requested it, but you can also see as well that their Reginald is acting different now. He stopped taking the tablets because that's how Klaus has told him to put it in the back of his mouth, and now we're seeing things differently. He's kind of like experimenting the way that he was before he got the tablets. That's the reason why they put them on it, because, you know, he was doing stuff to them and all that. That's the reason why Pogo left, and he obviously gave the tablets to Malcolm, who's been feeding him ever since, even though he's not here, he's been taking them, and now he's saying that now he's off his meds, he's going to start again. All the stuff that he tried to do is going to happen. And you can kind of see his face there at the end as well, smiling. It's like something's, you know, he's getting ready, he's getting a plan, he wants to try something. So it's going to be interesting. Okay, so that's going to wrap up episode 6 of season 3 of The Umbrella Academy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So it looks like, you know, Luther maybe changing sides. He's really committed to Sloane, isn't he? I don't know if Ben actually wants him being part of the team, or he might be like I was saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer, using him, utilising him, and you know, seeing what they can extract. Now, like I said, Reginald, mate, looks like he's getting his plan back together. Five's just gone to speak to Pogo, hasn't he? He's followed him. He was reluctant to obviously acknowledge him at the start that he's from a different timeline, and obviously he's got off on a bike and he's followed him all the way to the trailer. While he's got there, boom, mate, gone under the desk until he's obviously can confirm, say like he's not a threat to him, and he's realised that obviously he does know who Reginald is and that his plan's actually happening. He got his book out, it had different symbols on there. He said that he was obsessed with it, and obviously that's the reason why they ended up giving him the tablets. Now, obviously, Klaus has gone to Reginald in the episode and speaking to him and saying that, you know, he actually likes his dad more than the other one, you know, and he's like more nicer, and he's obviously trying to help him and stuff. And, you know, he said that return the favour. The fact that he's off his meds now, he can see things more clearer, more logically. He wants to help Klaus with his problem. Klaus was obviously saying about, you know, seeing a little girl riding on a bike, and why did he make him, you know, a heart rate drop until he vomited on himself. And he said that, you know, he's going to return the favour and, you know, give him answers that he needs. Put something like electrodes on his back and shocked him. Looks like he might have like died. And he's like, extraordinary. And he had his like book and he was drawing symbols. And one of the symbols that he did draw in the book is one of the symbols that Pogo showed to Five when he was sat at the desk. So I have no idea how that correlates to each other, but it's interesting. Now, we did think that Stanley had gone through the portrait, didn't we? We thought that he went down that little corridor. I don't know where it took us. It definitely took us to another dimension / parallel world. I don't even know, mate, because he went into the Obsidian. Is that what it's called? I think I keep messing the hotel name up. They gone inside there, but it was a different vibe, wasn't it? This time, the food was different. They had like sushi going around on the table, all the banners and the writing, you know, on the front desk. It was like a totally different place altogether. And they're in there. Diego's trying to go through the doors. He couldn't go in there. Lila's ended up saying that Stanley's not even their kid. She borrowed it from a mate while she's gone on holiday. She wanted to see like if his dad material. He's like, are you crazy? She's like, well, yeah, we did kind of meet in a mental asylum. Which, you know, that is true. It actually is true. And he's always like kind of coming back. She's like, you'll get there, love. You'll get there. But then he rang the bell vibes change, colours change, like yellow started flashing everywhere. Then some like monster come out or something. I don't even know. What is that portrait on the wall, that head? Is it a goat or something? I can't remember what they said it is. He said that he found the room, and Klaus, and then Reginald was like, you found that room, and then he's kind of got it up on his wall as well. I'm saying that whatever this monster is was that, because he's just absolutely launched a blade, and like Diego's put his hand there and he's chopped off his 2 fingers. He's ran off screaming. They've ran down the corridor back into obviously their hotel where Stanley stood there. Now the interesting thing is, yeah, I was saying in the episode, what's going on here, mate? You know, the Kugel Blitz has blasted out, but we've never seen it return, and then we've seen it at the very end of the episode because Stanley was stood there with a slusher, and then boom, it's pulled at him, he swallowed him, and his cups obviously fell and dropped onto the floor. So again, mate, now they've lost a kid. Now they've lost it. But it's interesting that obviously none of the actual Umbrella Academy have been taken, and literally none of the Sparrows have been taken apart from Malcolm. Yes, he was the first one taken, but apart from that, we haven't seen any of the other Sparrows and any of the Umbrellas be affected by the Kugel Blitz. So I don't know what they have, you know, like why that is. I actually don't know why that is, because it seems like everybody in the hotel is actually gone now, including, like I said, Stanley. So it's going to be interesting, and obviously I can't wait to find out. So thanks for clicking on today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.